Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So I'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate. Today on Copper Drop, we got a steelbook for Raiders of the Lost Ark. Before we get into this, he's going to tell you about social media where you can find it. So, talk.
Oh, okay. I don't really like your tone, but I'll tell them anyways. If you scroll down to the description box below, pop it open, you'll find links to our social media accounts. So give us a follow on those. We also have links to our Coffee account and our Patreon account if you'd like to help support our channel financially. Click on those, especially the Patreon. It's very cheap, and you get some bonus content, which who doesn't love bonus content? If you're not going to do those things, scroll back up and hit subscribe because it's free.
I remember what I was supposed to say in the beginning. Copper Drop, we look at a steelbook, say what we like about it, what we dislike about it, go through the buying process of that, and then at the end, say we're going to copper to drop it, buy it or not. It's not a review because this comes out way before the steelbook comes out. But on the cover, you got the classic Indiana Jones poster, which is nice. I fuck with it heavy.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that's the VHS cover. I think the actual poster, we'll get to that in a minute. But that's iconic. I like it. It gets the tone of the film. It gives that classy vibe. The tone of the film perfectly. I fuck with it heavy. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I really love it too, and I really like the black border around it being it's a 4K. If you get the AMRAY of a 4K, they're all black, so it makes sense. But it also, like the steelbook is just black, so you got a nice border to the poster there. And I agree with older films like this. I love the idea of just using the poster because it gives you that like classic,
pulpy tone,
nostalgic feel to it, and I dig that
a lot.
So on the spine, you got the title, obviously, telling you it's an Ultra 4K or whatever it says. I don't remember. On the back, you got a map and the Ark. On the map, you got the sun, some things like that. You know this better than I do. It's one of your favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, it's literally just a map, a world map, with the Ark of the Covenant kind of just stuck in the middle. So I guess I get it. Obviously, they're probably going to release all the Indiana Jones on this, and maybe the MacGuffin of every Indiana Jones film will be in that spot on the back, which, like,
where it's located.
Lining them all up will, it'll make sense that way.
Well, who's going to line up the back of their steelbooks?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, right now, it just is like, you just kind of pasted the image over the map. And so I don't love it, but I do like the lighting on it, because the gold, like the shadows are darker around the edge of the map, so the lighting is very clearly coming from the Ark itself. So that's cool.
On the inside, you got the Ark.
Again.
You got Indy on the right, which used to be covered by the disc. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. But it's a good picture. It's a what?
That's a scene from the movie.
Exactly. That's nice. It's whatever.
Yeah, it is a good scene to use. I'm in the middle of watching the Royal Tenenbaums right now, and all I can think is that Wes Anderson would hate this picture because that guy's shoulders are higher than Indiana Jones's shoulders, so the Ark is not perfectly even. It's also not perfectly centered on the thing, which doesn't matter. It doesn't make it bad. It's just I really like perfectly symmetrical things. My eyes are very drawn to that. This is not. It's still fine.
You know what Strange Wang would have done?
What would you have done?
And I think most everyone I know can agree that Strange Wang is a genius.
You serious?
You put the scene, you still go with a scene from the movie, right? Mm-hmm. You go with the scene where Homeboy's like, I have a sword. Look at all this cool shit I can do with a sword. And Harrison Ford's like, I'm sick, so I'm just going to shoot you. And I'll listen to the director, and it's going to be iconic. Yeah. So, since it's only one disc and a digital code you go take out, sell that to your uncle who's a drunk. And it's just going to be the disc. So, when you take out the disc, Homeboy with a sword, and you get Indiana Jones on the left side. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope. My initial thought was put like a rolling boulder on this side and Indy running on the other side.
You could do that as well.
Work too.
And the same artwork.
I like both of those ideas.
Yeah.
So.
And then you got the disc, white disc, red Indiana Jones, the Ark.
And it's got the map on it.
Yeah.
It's real faded.
It's a light, faint gray. Mm-hmm. You got a plane coming in as well. Overall, what are your thoughts on the steelbook?
It's a decent steelbook. I like it. I absolutely love Indiana Jones.
Obviously.
And I don't think that a lot of people consider this movie a perfect movie. I would not disagree. I think that it is. I, as a gift, got the entire Indiana Jones collection already. So I don't need this. But it is a great
for the
steelbook.
4K.
But I just,
and the mini poster, which is very nice.
Yeah, I could just go get the mini poster if I wanted it.
Yeah.
And I would probably just get a full-size one if I really wanted it.
That's fair.
So that being said, is a great steelbook. It's a decent steelbook. I wouldn't say it's great. Do love the movie, but I'm pulling a strange Wang on this one. I already own it. And also 4K, it like you can tell a difference with these older movies when they translate to 4K, but it's nothing like super impressive. So I don't feel like this is one that I have to have on 4K because it's not going to translate to the point of like enhancing my viewing experience. And also when I watch older movies, I kind of don't want them to look super ultra defined, you know? I like that older look. So it's a drop for me.
Not surprised. You know, your soon-to-be wife Helga, she probably doesn't want Indiana Jones mini posters hanging up all around the house. But it's going to be a drop for me as well. I also own this on a collection. Again, I like that old gritty feel. Because the first time I watched this was on a VHS, you know? Mm-hmm. So, memories. We old, dog. Tell us down below in the comment section your preference on this steelbook. You copping it, you dropping it. What are the reasons behind that decision that you, as a adult or person with money, is making? Speaking of, don't forget that coffee count. Don't forget some money and Patreon too. But tell us all that in the comment section. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a